Good morning, children. So, welcome back to the online session of a mathematics lesson. We are in a lesson quadratic equations. We are discussing about the lesson quadratic equations. So, last class I had explained about finding the roots of the quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula, that is a third method. Okay, so I had explained. So first method will be finding the roots of the quadratic equation by prime factorization method, that is splitting the middle term. Second one will be its method of completing the square, that is not in the syllabus. So third method will be method of quadratic formula. So by using the quadratic formula, how to find out the roots of the quadratic equation. So I had explained the method and I had solved almost 3 examples. Okay, so while solving the 4th example, due to some technical issue, the video was stopped unfortunately. So let us solve the same question again. So the 4th question will be, so it is exercise exercise 10.3. so second main fourth question. The fourth question is 2x square plus x plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, so here we should find out the roots of the quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation. We should find out the roots of the quadratic equation by applying the quadratic formula. Okay, so to apply the quadratic formula, first we should find out the coefficients a, b, c. Those coefficients we should find out. Okay, so let me find out how to find out that. Compare this equation with comparing with general quadratic equation. What is general quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So this is general quadratic equation, right? So comparing the given equation with the general quadratic equation, write the values of a, b, c. What is the value of a? So here we get a is equal to 2, b is equal to, in the place of x we have x, in the place of b nothing, in the sense we have 1, right? So in the place of b we have 1, so c is equal to 4, in the place of c we have 4. Okay, so let me write the quadratic formula. By quadratic formula, what we have, x is equal to, so minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So this is the formula, right? Now substitute the a, b, c values in the formula. Minus b value is 1 plus or minus square root of b value is 1, so therefore 1 square minus 4 into a value is 2, okay, c is 4 again, so divided by, so 2 times of what is the a value? A value is 2 again. Clear? Now I have substituted all the values, a, b, c values. Now simplify it. Okay, so it is minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 square value is 1 only. Okay, minus, so 4 into 2, 8, 8 4s are 32. Clear? So divided by, so 2 2s are 4. Okay, now so minus 1 plus or minus square root of, so here I am having plus 1 minus 32, plus 1 minus 32. So what should we do? We need to subtract it. If you subtract 1 from 32, the answer is 31. Higher value between 1 and 32 is 32. 32 before I am having a negative sign, therefore here also it is negative. Clear? So divided by 4. Okay, here observe that earlier we have obtained a positive value here inside the square root after simplifying, but observe in this case, after simplifying inside the square root, we are getting a negative values. So minus 31, which is a negative value. So we know very well that we don't have a square root for the negative values. We have a square root value for the positive values, whereas we don't have a negative values for the we don't have square root values for the negative values. Okay, so therefore now this doesn't have any value, this doesn't have any real values. Okay, this is having a solution. This type of equation is also having a solution, but that is not in the real number system. That is in higher number system. That is in the complex number system. That is not in. That is not that we don't have up to 10th standard. We have after second PUC. We have a solution for this. Okay, so as of now, if you are getting a negative in this square root, we don't have a value for the. We don't have real values for the negative numbers. Okay, we don't have square roots for the negative numbers. So the conclusion is implies that this implies that what this implies that this is called as what this is inside what b square minus 4ac, right? Here the b square minus 4ac, the term which is less than 0, this minus 31 is less than 0, right? So minus 31 is less than 0. So that we need to specify that here b square minus 4ac, that is this term, is less than 0. Therefore roots of the equation are not real. Therefore roots of the quadratic equation, what is the equation? Roots of the equation 2x square plus x plus 4 is equal to 0, okay, are not real numbers, are not real numbers. So that is roots do not exist. Roots do not, since we don't have a square root for the negative values, roots does not exist. Therefore the given quadratic equation has no real roots. Therefore the given quadratic equation has no real roots. Okay, so therefore the given quadratic equation has no real roots. Why it doesn't have any real roots? Because we are getting a less than 0 here, negative values. Inside the square root we are getting a negative values. We don't have a square root for the negative values. Therefore this equation doesn't have a solution, doesn't have a real number solution. Okay, this doesn't have any real roots. It is, of course it is having a roots, but it doesn't have any roots in the real number system. It is having a solution in the complex number system, so that we don't have as of now. Negative numbers, if it is negative numbers here, so we don't have a real solution for that. Okay, so that is the conclusion for the last question. So next we have third question. So let us go for third question. So find the roots of the following. Find the roots of the following equations. So find the roots of the following equations. The first one will be x minus 1 by x, so is equal to 3, x not equal to 0. So this is also a quadratic equation. Okay, this is also a quadratic equation, but it is in it is not in a simplified form. Okay, we should bring this into simplified form, then we should solve this. Okay, so observe that we have 1 over x, we have a x in the denominator. We want to remove that x and we have a values in the only numerator. We have to remove that denominator values, so the equation will be easier to solve, right? So let us do that. Let us simplify this equation, bring it to a quadratic equation, then we will solve. Okay, so observe that the answer will be, okay, so what is the equation? X minus 1 by x is equal to 3, correct? So I need to remove this x, right? So let us do one thing. It is in the denominator, so multiply by x the whole equation. What will happen? So here also I am getting a x, the x will get cancelled, so numerator x will going to be cancelled, correct? So it will be very easy. Okay, so do one thing. So if I want to multiply by x, here also I should multiply by x, here also I should multiply by x. I had told you, if I want to multiply by x one term, that we can't able to do it for only one term. You need to multiply for whole equation. Okay, so that is the rule in the equation. Let us write that multiplying throughout the equation by x. Multiplying throughout the equation by x, we get what we get. Okay, so multiply here also by x into x minus 1 into x by x is equal to 3 into x, correct? So I have multiplied throughout the equation by x. So what will happen here? X will get cancelled. Here x into x will be become x square. Here x get cancelled, only 1 will be remaining. Here it is 3 into x will be 3x. Okay, now bring 3x to the LHS. What will happen? X square. If I bring 3x to the LHS, it will become minus 3x. Then we are having minus 1 constant is equal to 0. Now observe that this is a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation because the highest power will be 2, degree is equal to 2, therefore it is a quadratic equation, correct? So now it's very easy to solve this equation by using the quadratic formula. Okay, so we know that here comparing with the general equation, comparing with general quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We get in the place of a nothing, in the sense we have 1. So in the place of a we have 1. We get a is equal to 1. In the place of b, in the place of x we have x. In the place of b we have minus 3, that we should note down. We have a negative, so minus 3. So in the place of c, we have minus 1. So that also should note it down. Okay, now by quadratic formula we have x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2 times of a, correct? Now substitute the a, b, c values and get the roots. So minus b value is minus 3. You should differentiate that. Minus will be in the formula itself. B value is minus 3. To differentiate that, I have used the bracket. This is in the formula. This minus will be the value of b. Okay, so plus or minus again b square in the sense minus 3 whole square minus 4. A value is 1, c value is minus 1. So this is 4ac. You should multiply this 4 into 1 into minus 1 divided by 2 into value of a will be 1. Clear? Now minus into minus plus, write 3 as it is, plus or minus square root of minus 3 whole square. Minus 3 whole square in the sense minus 3 into minus 3. So minus into minus plus 3 into 3 9. So plus 9 it is minus. Okay, so we should multiply these 3, right? So minus into plus minus, minus into minus again plus. So 4 into 1 1, 1 in 4 into 1 4, 4 into 1 again 4. Denominator 2 into 1 will be 2. Clear? Now so plus 3 plus or minus, so 9 plus 4 will be become 13, because both are plus we need to add and put the positive sign, divided by 2. Clear? Now root 13 is a perfect square root? No, it is not a perfect square root, because 9 is a perfect square, then after the 9 16 is a perfect square, 13 is not a perfect square. So write as it is the x value. So x value is equal to 3 plus, once we can take plus 3 plus 13 by 2, or x is equal to 3, then we take minus root 13 by 2. So these are the solution. The roots of the therefore, so the conclusion you should feel that therefore the roots of the quadratic equations are 3 plus root 13 by 2 and 3 minus root 13 by 2. So these are the two roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, so this is about third question. Hope you have understood third question. The only changes in the third question is equation is not in a quadratic equation form. We should simplify that equation and we should bring into a quadratic equation. Only thing is it is in the denominator. Okay, we should multiply by x on both sides. If you are multiplying through by x, we will getting x square, then xx will get cancelled minus 1, then 3 into x, 3x. So bring this RHS part to the LHS, it will become minus 3x, then minus 1 as it is 0. Then now this is in a quadratic equation form. Compare with this quadratic equation with the general equation, then get the answer by using the quadratic formula. It's very easy. Okay, now we have one more question, that is third question, second one. So this is first one. So third question, this is first one. Find the roots of the quadratic equation. This is third question. The second one will be 1 over x plus 4 minus 1 over x minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30, comma x is not equal to minus 4, comma 7. This is a condition. Okay, the equation was only this much. Okay, now so let's see how to solve this equation. Again, this is not in a quadratic equation form. We should bring into the simplified form. Okay, then we need to solve. Okay, so to solve this, in the sense, do one thing in the LHS, simplify the LHS first. How to do that? This is in the form of rational number of form, that is numerator denominator combination. So it is in the form of rational numbers. I'm having a subtraction. So how to subtract two rational numbers? We know that we can cross multiply that. Cross multiply method, you know that, right? We have done it in pair of linear equation two variables lesson. Okay, so let us cross multiply this. Suppose if I am having two numbers to subtract like this, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Suppose I am having like this. What we will do? We will cross multiply that like this, right? 3 into 1, 3 minus 2 into 1, 2. Denominator, multiply the two denominators. 2 into 3, 6. So answer is 3 minus 1 by 6. So this is the answer is like this. We will follow this method, right? Similarly, here also I am having 1 over x plus 4 minus 1 over x minus 1. Here also do the same method, cross multiply it. Okay, let's see what we will get. X minus 7, 1 into x minus 7, it is x minus 7 only. Clear? So I am having a minus, use the minus. X plus 4 into 1, x plus 4 only. Clear? Denominator, what we need to do? We need to multiply both the denominators, right? So x plus 4 into x minus 7. Clear? So RHS write as it is 11 by 30. Clear? Now in the numerator, simplify that. X minus 7, this minus has to be multiplied for both the terms because it is in the bracket, so it should be applicable for both the terms. So minus into plus, minus x, minus into plus, minus 4. Clear? Denominator we have x plus 4 into x minus 7. That means you need to multiply these two. How to multiply? This is binomial, multiplying a binomial by binomial. So from the x you need to multiply these two, then from 4 you need to multiply these two. Okay, you know that how to multiply binomial by binomial, that you have learned from class 8. So x into x minus 7 plus 4 into x minus 7. Clear? 11 by 30. From the x you should multiply this second term. From the 4 you should multiply this. Clear? Now plus x minus x both will get cancelled. So here I am having minus 7, minus 4 will be remaining. Both are negative. So what we need to do? We need to subtract and put the negative sign. 7 plus 4 will be become 11 and we need to put the negative sign. Correct? So in the denominator simplify it. X into x, x square, plus into minus, minus, x into 7, 7x. So this is completed. Do it from 4. Plus into plus, plus, 4 into x, 4x, plus into minus, minus, 4 into 7, 28. Clear? So this is 11 by 30 on the RHS. Clear? Now minus 11 in the numerator as it is, Okay, and in the denominator x square, these two are the like terms, one is having negative sign, another one is having positive sign. So what we need to do, we need to subtract it correctly. So 7, if you subtract 4 from 7, you will be getting 3x. Between 4 and 7, 7 is the year value, before 7 I am having a negative sign, therefore here also it is negative. Then minus 28, last term, constant term. So here it is 11 by 30. Okay, now further simplification, we will do one thing. I am having 11 on the denominator on both the sides, so I can cancel 11 correct. So I have a negative sign, so I can write minus 1, because 11 ones are 11 ones are, right? So minus 1 divided by, so denominator we have x square minus 3x minus 28 is equal to 1 by 30, correct. Now cross multiply it. Further simplification, cross multiply it, because these two equations are equal in the sense we can cross multiply and get the answer. So 30 into minus 1, minus 30. So if you multiply this whole equation with the 1, the same equation only, x square minus 3x minus 28. Clear? Now bring this minus 30 to the RHS. So if it will be 0 here, so x square, okay, x square minus 3x minus 28. If you bring minus 30 to the RHS, it will become plus 30, correct. Now 0 is equal to x square minus 3x, we are having minus 28 plus 31 plus 1 minus, we need to subtract it. If we subtract 28 from 30, it will become 2. Okay, so between 28 and 30, 30 is the year value, before 30 I am having a positive sign, therefore in the answer also it is a positive sign. Okay, so this is 0 is equal to x square minus 3x plus 2, or x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now this is the quadratic equation. Clear? Here you can take a value, b value, c value. A value is 1, nothing in the sense 1, b value is minus 3, c value is 2, so that you can apply the quadratic formula. Okay, you know that quadratic formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. That has to be there in your mind. Okay, so applying that formula, get the answer. Okay, so this will be the homework for you. I have simplified the equation. From here you should apply the quadratic formula and you should get the roots. Okay, after getting the roots, we will go for the next concept, and this you have to be completed in the classwork only. Okay, complete it here. After that, you know that how to apply the formula, those things, and it's a simple maths. So complete that, and after completing that and send it to me, take a photocopy and send it to me through WhatsApp. Okay, so in today's class, if you have any doubts, you just